Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles, and welcome to the Ixalan Bundle Product Analysis. Let us determine if this is a product that you should purchase or not. Okay, so let's dive right into the contents, what you are going to get. Each of these bundles contains 10 booster packs, and we'll go through the value of everything as well. So roughly the cost of a bundle in the area that I live in. Now we're using Canadian pricing for this. So they are $45 to $50 originally as the starting price for a bundle. I mean, obviously that may go down if they're not selling well and they're sitting around for a while, but that is the starting price we're dealing with. So inside this package, you receive 10 booster packs, and these booster packs are worth $4 to $5 each. $4 if you're valuing them at the price that you would get if you bought them as a full booster box worth, and $5 if you were just buying them straight off the shelf at the store pack by pack. Okay, so $4 to $5 per pack. Then you have the actual card box itself, the outer box you can use to store your cards. This usually has, and in this case is no exception, beautiful artwork on it, and these boxes range from $2 to $5. I'm going to have a range here so that you can see, and these sell regularly, generally towards the higher end of the scale on most of these items, but just because I do like to be conservative with this sort of thing, I'm going to give you a range. So we have the card box coming in at $2 to $5. There is the player's guide that they include. I'm actually a big fan of these personally. They have images of all the cards that are in the set, and they're nice and decently sized too, where it's not going to be a bunch of tiny images you have to squint at. They're nicely printed. Hell, the images that they print in the actual player's guide are better than some of the card quality in real life in some cases. So you'd be better off cutting the pictures out of there and using them as cards. Anyhow, you get the player's guide. It has a list of all the cards. It'll tell you about the different mechanics in the set. It'll give you a breakdown of some of the story elements, as well as what they consider the top 10 most interesting or coolest cards, whatever have you, from the set. So I like these, and they have holes in them so that you can collect them up in a 3-ring binder, and if you build up a collection of these, then you will actually have a nice visual reference. I mean, sure, you can find the same thing online, but I'm old school, and I enjoy the physical object. So that's included. That's $2 to $5. Then you have a sealed pack of 80 basic lands, and that ranges anywhere from $3 to $8, depending on what the basic lands are valued, up to 10 cents a land. So you can get up to $8 for those, and I've seen them go regularly for that or more. So again, though, that is how much you value basic lands. If you're somebody who has no ability to sell the basic land pack and you have a ton of basic lands, then obviously it's not going to be valued the same for you. After that, we have the spin down life counter. These are the 20-sided dies that they include that specifically, instead of having the numbers all randomly placed all over them, the numbers are used on the die sequentially. So it's not useful as a randomized die because you can actually basically learn how to throw them in a way that will increase the odds of getting particular range of rolls. But in terms of a life counter, they're excellent. You don't have to sit there with a 20 fumbling all over the different sides of it looking for what your current life total is. So those are nice, and they're worth $2 to $3 each. On top of that, there is the Learn to Play guide, which is included. Now, in terms of value, that's nothing. That's just something that's going to help out beginners, people who don't know much about the game. So it's nice that they include it, but in terms of value, that adds nothing. So if we add up the value of everything that's included within this, on the low end, we get $49 in total. If you take the high end, the full value of each of them instead, then you're getting $71 worth of value in total. So you need to scale it. I mean, if the basic lands, for example, are zeroed out for you, then at the high end, you're actually looking at $63, right? So you need to look at what matters to you and what doesn't matter to you in the bundle. In terms of the booster packs, what you have to keep in mind is Ixalan has very serious card quality issues that have already been demonstrated just starting from the pre-release. I've personally witnessed numerous misprints, and I've also had reports of multiple misprints as well. So it is a well-known issue already, and the set is not even out. And that is not just with the pre-release packs, it is straight up with the prize packs as well, which means we will be looking at the same kind of issue with the regular boosters. So that is something to bear in mind. Also, to bear in mind that the pre-release prices on these cards are not that great to begin with, and if you break down the odds of what you're going to get out of booster packs, basically you have a 12% chance of cracking a rare that will get you ahead. Otherwise, you're going to crack a rare where you did not get ahead in value. So basically 12% of the time you're going to be cracking value in terms of rares. In terms of mythics, which you could expect maybe one statistically, because they're supposed to show up 1 out of every 8 packs, so maybe you'll get 2 mythics if you're extremely lucky. But even with the mythics, you only have a 50-50 chance at pre-release prices of getting cards that are worth more than the value of that pack. So you need to bear in mind that with these booster packs, you are going to 88% of the time, roughly, I mean give or take a bit factored with mythics, not end up winning with these booster packs. So buying it for the booster packs alone is not worth it. If you're someone who's going to be buying some booster packs anyhow, like I did the booster box analysis and I said, don't buy a booster box, buy a few packs, pick up something like this. So if you're only going to pick up a handful of packs, let's say you only need some packs to do a draft with your friends or something like that, so you only need a handful of packs, 3, 6, you're going to do some kind of sealed, you can pick this up. Or if you just want the joy of opening packs, but you don't want to expose yourself to too much loss in terms of value and also getting too many misprinted cards because the card quality of the set is really bad, then you can just grab the bundle and you get 10 booster packs. And basically, I mean, if you're buying booster packs off the shelf at $5 a pack and the bundle costs $50, then 10 booster packs and the bundle are identical in price, which makes the card box, player's guide, basic lands, and spin down life counter all added value you get for free. So if you're going to buy booster packs anyways in a handful, this is a total yes. If you are a beginner to the game, aside from card quality issues, then this is totally a reasonable purchase for you. You get a card box that can hold 400 or 500 cards, which is probably going to be your collection at this time. You have access to 80 more basic lands, which is a lot for building decks. And there is the Learn to Play guide if you're not that familiar with the game. If you don't have a way to track your life already, the spin down life counter is included. So, and on top of that, you get the booster packs as well, which is a way to increase the size of your collection. So, for beginners, totally. For people who want to use it for like a sealed pool or a draft, it's a yes. Anyone else, it's an absolute don't bother. I mean, the card quality is bad. It's the card quality. Honestly, I like bundles and generally would recommend them. And if the card quality wasn't an issue, I would not say not to get this just based on the fact that you won't get much value out of your packs, because that can vary from set to set, and I don't fault Wizards as much for that because there are other market forces that factor into that, and Ixalan did have its cards spoiled earlier than usual, so that could also have an impact on the pre-release prices as well. So overall, bundles are generally okay. The card quality for this one in particular is low, which makes it a no-go for me. So this recommendation is obviously a big fat do not grab this product. And thank you for stopping by and checking out my product analysis on the bundle. We will shortly have one coming out on the Planeswalker decks as well. So, see you next time. Alright, well normally I would have waited to do this, but the subscriber count is going up too quickly. I mean, yesterday we hit 900, and that is when I would do one of these afterwards, you know, in a community update. But we're already at 940 something, so I figured I'd better just throw it into this video, because I know you guys have already been commenting, talking about it. It's time for the 900 marker to move down. Boom! Alright guys, one guild left to go. Rakdos will come down once we hit 1,000, and we're only like 60 people away from that, so I'm guessing it won't be too long. I thought we'd hit 1,000 at the end of the year, but it looks like that might not be the case. So, thanks for tuning in, and we'll a little bit of dancing. See you next time.
I play Magic at Phoenix Rising, and together we are the 6 Color Mentor.